Binge.
Hey everybody, welcome back for a brand new video about that show about the end of the world that never seems to end, The Walking Dead. Warning, beyond this point there are major spoilers for people who are not up to date in The Walking Dead TV series and comics, and even for those of you who are, as these spoilers are from the next 3 episodes that have yet to be released. In this video, we're going to give you our binge breakdown of the promo trailer for episode 1106 of The Walking Dead. We're also going to be covering the episode descriptions for the final 3 installments of The Walking Dead Season 11A, and try to decipher just what they mean for our survivors. Finally, we're going to go over some serious leaked spoilers from the next 3 episodes that come from a newer source that has been reliable to date. First, let's take a look at what we know will happen for sure. This promo trailer from the next episode. The opening shots tell us we're finally going to get some Connie and Virgil action, as the last time we saw either of these two was in the Season 10B finale. We see the pair on the run in the first few shots, and here we get a perfect example of how Virgil is basically the Eugene 2.0 of the series now, as he tries to kind of push a walker down before the duo runs into a house for safety. The next shot is one we've seen before, but we want to point out that Connie's fear seems extreme for just a few walkers. While these shots are playing, we hear Kelly's dialogue saying she found some item of Connie's and that something here isn't right. We believe she found this book that was also teased in this earlier promo here. Next up, Magna connects the dots.
She thought they were being followed.
From the way Connie has been acting in all of the promos, we believe that Magna is 100% correct. The big question here is, who is following Connie? Is it another group of Reapers? Realistically, what are the odds of that? If not, is it some kind of one-off crazy psycho like Robert Patrick's character Maze? Or could this be setting up the new villain for Season 10B if the Reapers are going to be short-lived, which we'll cover more when we get to the spoiler section. Following that revelation, the trailer cuts to Maggie, who looks super concerned, and then to another shot of her peeking through some boards. She's most likely still at the safe house where what's left of her team is currently waiting. After that, the trailer cuts to a team of Reapers storming the streets, most likely heading for Maggie and company's location. Here we see Leah is running with the group and this guy who's shown in this shot from the first trailer, which tells us that in this moment that this person here with the shotgun is most likely Leah as the group breaches the safe house. For some reason though, they stopped using their masks. The next sequence takes us to Connie and Virgil's situation as Connie lets her cowardly companion know that they're not alone. How does she understand this fact and Virgil doesn't? Following that, the trailer shows us an extended version of that shot from the original trailer, and we get confirmation that this is in fact Leah here with the shotgun. As the trailer cuts to Team Maggie hiding in some sort of crawl space underneath the house, we hear dialogue between Leah and Daryl where she gives him kind of an ultimatum.
You're either with us or you're not.
We can't wait until the moment when Daryl reveals his true team. It's going to be epic. The trailer then cuts to a close-up of our new big bad Pope before revealing he's standing in a room with Daryl, and who appears to be Frost, the last surviving member of Maggie's group aside from Elijah. After a shot of Daryl, we get a close-up of Frost and he does not look good. From the info available, it seems that Frost is tortured until he gives up the location of Maggie's safe house, but we'll cover that storyline more in the episode's description. The action then cuts to Connie, who's also peeking out from some sort of safe house when we get an insane jump scare. What the fuck is that? The eye looks too steady to be a walker, but too yellow to be human. Does this guy have a bad case of jaundice, or are the zombies actually starting to evolve? With this promotional shot released and these weird shots from the very first trailer, it's tough to say. Could these be people on the verge of turning with some kind of weird disease? We're really interested to find out who's hunting Connie and what the hell this is. It's also possible that they're actually after Virgil, who has probably screwed over more than a few people since the beginning of the apocalypse until now. The last shot we see is yet another one of Connie looking scared before the AMC Plus title card cuts in. Only 3 more episodes to go in Season 11A, people. Now let's talk about the episode descriptions for the remaining 3 and what they might tell us about what's to come before we get into the actual leaked spoilers. The synopsis for episode 6, titled On the Inside, reads, Connie and Virgil hide in a house. Pope tests Daryl's loyalty. Kelly searches for Connie. The one point that stands out beyond what we know after watching that trailer is Pope testing Daryl's loyalty. We believe that the test Pope has for Daryl is a twisted one. We think Pope wants Daryl to kill Frost to prove his loyalty once they get the information they need. As Daryl knows the group will kill them both if he refuses, he probably does do the deed just to survive and at least give the rest of the group a hope and have a chance to take down Pope. Episode 1107 is called Promises Broken, and its synopsis states, Maggie learns a survival tactic from Negan. Eugene's group clears walkers. Daryl hunts with Leah. These are all interesting points. Maggie learning a survival tactic does fall in line with some of the spoilers we are about to recap, so we'll save that for then. Eugene's group clearing walkers tells us that Team Eugene is probably being punished for what they did in the radio room with Ste-phony by being forced to kill zombies, which sounds like life back at home anyway, so not really a big punishment. We think that the line about Daryl hunting with Leah means that they are still going after Team Maggie, as clearly the Reaper threat has not been neutralized. We think that Daryl will use his expert tracker skills to throw Leah off of Maggie's path, but we'll have to wait until episode 7 to find out. The Season 11A finale is ominously named For Blood, and its description sounds like some people are going to die. The Reapers defend Meridian from a herd. Alexandrians protect themselves from walkers in a storm. The spoilers we do have for that episode talk about the Reapers, so we'll save that point for later, but the Alexandrians protecting themselves against the storm is something new we have no clue about and don't see in any of the promos. What kind of storm? Could it be some kind of hurricane or cyclone? What do you think? What storm are the survivors facing? Could it be like Sharknado but with zombies? Finally, it's spoiler time, and your last chance to leave before we give up some major plot points from the remainder of Season 11A. We got these spoilers from TWDUniverseNetwork, our source who accurately predicted the events of last week's episode in our last video. But even our source seemed unsure if all of the info here was 100% accurate, so remember that anything is possible. Now, to be upfront, what we're about to give you is our Rampage recap of those spoilers. If you want to read them word for word, you will have to go over to TWDUniverseNetwork on IG and follow them. So far, what we see in the 1106 trailer seems to fit perfectly with these spoilers. The Reapers attack Maggie's safe house, which is no big news, but apparently Gabriel stays back to be captured. We smell a very similar moment to his comic book death coming, as the Reapers like to string people up upside down. Has the holy man's luck run out? Apparently, the Reapers take Gabriel back to the Meridian, their new home base, to interrogate him. That's all we have for episode 6, as Connie and Eugene's storylines are not mentioned. Although we believe more spoilers may drop before the episode airs. Episode 1107 does give up a fair amount of information. They tell us Gabriel meets Pope, which makes sense since the Reaper's leader was not at the safe house raid. Allegedly, Pope and Gabriel have some heated religious discussions as Gabriel has lost his faith in God.
God isn't here anymore.
Well, the Reaper's frontman believes they are chosen by God. Really? Since when did God go for the whole ambush murder philosophy? Or the torture outlook? The other storyline we have info about is Team Maggie. Negan explains to Maggie and Elijah about the Whisperers and teaches them their walker herding technique. That's why there are these shots of Maggie in the mask from the earlier promos that didn't seem to make any sense. Now everything fits into place, and we believe this spoiler is right on the money. Supposedly, the episode ends with Team Maggie leading a herd towards the Meridian, which is an awesome twist and way to pull the team together with the knowledge the group has gained from the greatest threat to their existence until now. As far as the Season 11A finale, we only have one major storyline detail, but we believe more leaks will drop before the episode airs, and that this spoiler is just the first of them. We know this episode covers the Reapers trying to defend the Meridian, which we know is true from the episode description. The wording used is interesting because they say the Reapers are trying their best to defend the Meridian, which tells us this seemingly invincible group may now be struggling. We also learn that Pope believes Maggie is the one responsible for bringing the herd there, as the area with the people where their friends are being held is being kept clear of walkers. Unfortunately, that's all the spoilers we have, folks. Pope is a smart guy, but can that save him from a herd and Maggie with her new knife-throwing skills? The big question here is, what the hell did Maggie do in the first place to get marked by Pope? What do you think? Will the Reapers even make it to Season 11B? Or will the new Whisperers take these military-minded, maniacal missionaries down? Thanks so much for watching our videos, everybody. As always, we're on the lookout for any new leaked story spoilers to help prove or disprove all the rumors out there about our favorite show where you can't trust anyone, not even the zombies, The Walking Dead. Please let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Binge Rampage. Click that notifications bell for our channel so you can see our next video as soon as it comes out. And don't forget to subscribe.
That wouldn't happen to be Rocky Road there, would it?
Thank you for your patience. And keep the change.